wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Quad, and with me, as always, is Sam Brooks.
Sorry, I'm trying to make the preview function work on this episode, and it just doesn't seem to be doing it. Can you do me a favor? Can you press square?
I have an Xbox, so...
Can you press Y?
Y is not the button.
Can you press fucking X then? What the fuck is your shitty fucking button for
X is the
preview
button.
then?
Well, X is the button, but there's no preview. I can't see what it is.
Yeah, there's no preview, right?
That's the joke.
We have fun here in the Suplah. But what
we
isn't
always have
fun
fun.
are these introductions, because we have to come up with some contrived introduction every single fucking time we do one of these videos. We can't just start a conversation like normal people anymore. It's like, hello, my name is Andy, this is Sam, so... Anyway, moving on. Sorry, had to get that out of my system here, because...
Yeah, wow.
I am entirely stressed out.
Why are you stressed out, Sam?
Well, because the preview function doesn't fucking work. We've been over this.
Oh, yes.
Because I have been playing WWE 2K23.
As have I.
You have it on...
Xbox Series XS.
And I have it on PS4. So we have a cross-platform, cross-generational experience here to go forward. 2K23. It's a yearly installment now because we're well past the trenches of 2K20. We've gone over the front line into 2K22. And now we're moving on with hopefully a lot of improvements. And nothing is downgraded at all in the slightest, right? No, nothing at all.
No.
Yeah, some of the models look really fucking good, but do the buttons work? No. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's lay it all on the table first of all. Initial impressions. The game has been out for about just over a week now, as of recording this. What are your general first impressions, to put it briefly?
To put it briefly, I feel like it's more broken than 2K22, but nowhere near as broken as 2K20.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I will say the pros, updated roster, great looking character models for a majority of the people. There's one or two examples where they don't look at all like how they're meant to, but...
And even the ones that you can create actually look like real people now. Like, there was this sort of weird uncanny valley where in previous games, if you made a character and you put them up against like a real wrestler, the created character would be like fucking obvious. So there are improvements.
And this is created characters that are made to look like they're real people. It's not like our created characters where there's like fucking horses, sharks, robots, like...
But even then, they look like real robots and sharks and shit, so...
Yeah, real sharks, you know. Real sharks that are shaped like people, you know. The ones that wear the business suits and try and take your money, yeah.
Looks like shark, but talks like people, lone sharks, so,
we both play these games for very different reasons. It's like that meme, we are not the same, we play it very differently. You play it for your own personal enjoyment in a sick, twisted kind of way. I play it to create the Suplah Brawl Wrestling League that we've been doing for years and years, and nobody except us even watches or cares about. So, it's entirely a hobby.
Strictly true.
Nah, of course, I just love to undersell my own shit, as per the routine of my life. But this is 2K23, and... to give it a score out of 10, I'd probably say like a 6.5, maybe. And that's just initial impressions. Currently, as of today, we are on version 1.03. Two patches.
You know what fucking irritates me? Those patches seemingly have done nothing.
Well, I mean, they always give it with, like, vagarities of, like, improving quality of life, improving texture qualities, like... Nothing substantial has been fixed yet, because why don't we just, you want to start with the problems that we both have? It's easier to talk about the stuff we hate first.
Yeah, so the stuff that okay, when Sam says we play this game completely differently, I create monstrosities of life. I create things that
Well, some of them make their way to Brawl, you know, the ones that go through the vetting process of
the ones
me
that I
and
can
Carmine
actually...
approving or disapproving of them.
Oh, not only that I can actually upload to community creations and not get fucking banned.
It makes me wonder what you create that has been banned from the servers before.
No, I just don't dare upload it. I mean, there's no way I could upload Victory Chode, for instance. There is no fucking way.
Yeah,
like,
we've
skirted
dick, the
like...
ban hammer a fair amount of times. That's just me putting up logos with swears in before now, but having learnt my lesson from that, I've managed to avoid any sort of setbacks in that regard. I don't trust you.
Me? Oh, why would you not trust me? I create great characters like Flat Earth Eddie and Anti-Vax Vicky and Disco Dave and Farmer Frank and...
You know, it's a miracle that Farmer Frank only just now made his way into Suplah Brawl.
He's so
good! This is a character you've been talking about for at least 5 years.
Because he's fucking brilliant. He's fantastic.
Having to commentate one of his matches was one of the most uninspiring creative things I've ever had to do.
I don't understand how you... It's so simple. He's a farmer, and he's called Frank. That's all you need to know. It's fucking genius. Anyone can get it. Anyone can understand it. Anybody. You show that character to anybody walking down your local high street or your, I don't know, anywhere in public, they get it. He's a farmer, and he's called Frank. End of. You get it. It's simple. Anybody can understand it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you were to ever take myself and Andy Kwan out on a date to a restaurant, you would find me ordering foods with a lot of different flavors, a lot of different ingredients. It's been cooked in loads of different ways. Andy's just going to have a biscuit or a bowl of pasta without any sauce, and he would be fucking happy with that. That's the difference in our creativity, Andrew. You create things based on political beliefs.
Yes,
and,
I do.
Occupations.
Okay,
and
yeah.
weird jokes that nobody but you gets.
What did I make one year?
Tell us about Tuggatum, Andy.
Oh, no, that was somebody made by my friend Tom. He made that. He's basically a demigod, but he's like completely white with like tattoos all over his face.
This is one of the cooler characters that I've actually taken notice of. There's a reason I said Tuggatum and not Tasselman.
Oh, Tasselman was not my idea originally. It was
none of these are your ideas. Okay, all right, sure.
No,
way to deflect, Andy.
No, I'm not deflecting. I mean, that was originally a Kim idea. Like, she was going to make me, and then I said, no, put tassels on him and call him Tasselman. And she was like, that is the least creative thing in the world. I'm like, do it! Fucking do it!
So it was your idea then?
Okay, yeah, it was my idea, sorry. But...
you lied.
Well, it wasn't. The original basis was
It was a collaborative effort.
Yeah, it was a collaborative effort. So don't fucking blame me for the whole fucking thing. Like, it wasn't.
I'll blame you for everything else that you've come up with as subpar. But anyway, 2K23. There's a couple of modes I haven't touched.
Such
Do you want to guess which one I haven't touched, Andy?
Universe mode.
No, I've actually been into that. We're actually, for the first time in Super Brawl history, we are actually going to use Universe mode.
Oh my
God. For
God.
all of the events and everything. That includes Melee, which I have been using in 2K22. But it's also going to be the main Super Brawl events. We're going to have our rivalries, we're going to have different cutscenes and shit. Before that, in 2K20, I had to Frankenstein it with the create a video feature. But now, it can just do it all on its own in the Universe mode. And I'm very excited to see where 2K23 takes Brawl. But I haven't touched, and I will never ever touch, my faction.
I tried it, immediately hated it, and I have not played it since.
I could not give any more of a fuck about my faction if 2K literally gave me money to play that mode.
I ordered the version of this game that gives you all these fucking magic packs, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, what did you get the Iconic Edition, or did you get the Deluxe?
Which is the gold one?
I think that's Iconic.
Well,
so you got the most expensive variant.
Well, I didn't. So I asked for it for my birthday, and my family got me it, so technically it was free. So
you are in possession of the one with the most bells and whistles?
Yes.
So you've got, like, a Ruthless Aggression pack, you've got
Yes.
the fucking prototype in your game.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. I got the step down, which is the deluxe, just because I wanted Bad Bunny. I'm a simple man. You put Bad Bunny in a video game, and I want to buy the video game. So, I have a deluxe edition as a result. But you're right, the rewards they give you with this is like, an emerald, my faction card, and 10 super boost, my faction cards. I'm like, I don't fucking care about my
If I had
faction.
to pay for it, I wouldn't have paid for that version. Like, I don't care, and like...
I mean, you pay that money to get the prototype. That's a well-earned investment, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's...
But do I give a fuck about getting an emerald Paul Heyman? Unless he's literally a short, fat Paul Heyman made of emeralds, I don't care.
It's basically Ultimate Team.
I despise that type of game mode in most video games. I mean, there's a couple of exceptions to the rule, but generally, if it's a card game, give it to me in actual cards.
Yeah.
If it was a Diamond Asuka or a Ruby Bromebreaker in real life, give me that shit. I don't want it in my... I've got the game up now. I'm gonna enter my faction. We're gonna see what the fuck this is actually all about.
Don't. It will cause you pain.
Well, we're about to find out why. But this was a feature from 2K23 as well, and for some reason they made it seem like it was a good idea to put it in this one as well. A big criticism I've seen of the mode is that they lock certain wrestlers into this mode.
Yep.
I don't know which ones specifically there are this year, but it's been known. There was a big controversy. They had to actually patch in the fucking wrestlers that they locked behind it last year. Just because everyone was fucking complaining about it. But now... Oh god, I have to pick a starter pack. Let's just go to SmackDown. I don't care. I just want to see what is happening here. Oh, there's cards. There's cards on the screen, Andy. I'm going to reveal one. Oh, it's a Drew McIntyre. Gold. He's gold. He has 68 something. I don't know what it is, but he's got 68 of something. Oh, I got a gold Ricochet. Oh, I got a silver Jimmy Uso. I got a silver Jey Uso. I got a bronze Drew Gulak. I'm getting out of here. I don't fucking care. I'm closing this fucking game down. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just shit. And the problem I have with the Ultimate Team as
Do
well
people want this? Is this a thing people actually clamour for that they want?
I don't think so. And my issue with Ultimate Team and stuff like this is it's basically legalized gambling for kids.
Yeah, isn't this where all the microtransactions lie?
This is basically pay to win. Yeah, fuck it. And it's horrendous. Like, it's just... And it's worse on... Because I think this game is technically for teenagers and up. But, obviously... But FIFA is, like, for kids and up. Like, the age of FIFA, because it's FIFA, is, like, 3 and up. So, technically speaking, like, a 4-year-old could buy a load of packs with their, I don't know, parents' credit card.
Daddy, I need to buy your credit card. I need Lionel Messi on a card.
And
it's not a real card. It's a fictional card.
Well, that's the other thing about it I hate as well. Is it's just what's the point? Like it doesn't reward you for fucking. You don't transfer it over.
What is the point of anything, right?
No, but this is even more pointless.
I mean, I get the point is that, people find it fun, but who are these people? That's why I don't think I've ever seen anyone be like, oh yeah, I really can't wait to get into my faction this year. Like, what? No. People are excited for my GM. People are excited for my rise. They're not excited for my fucking faction.
I hate my GM mode still.
Well, let's talk about my GM mode, huh?
Yeah, so my GM is been updated. So you can now have 4 general managers at once. The thing that I've hated about it since its inception is it doesn't make any sense. So for instance, when you start in a high school gym. But even though you've chosen Monday Night Raw, why the fuck would they put Monday Night Raw in a high school gym? It doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's just daft. I don't really... And... I want to customize Raw and make it like Raw is War, and like I can't do that.
I want to draft Steve Blackman and Michael Owen.
No, I mean Michael Owen. I mean the the aesthetic of it and the logos.
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Well, I
Like, I
mean,
can't
this
do that.
is partly due to the up down down YouTuber channel with Xavier Woods and Tyler Breeze. They've taken this mode from like the SmackDown vs. Raw games. They played that on that, and then they made that into a big thing. Basically, this is a fan-driven improvement to the whole mode, is that they've made it so that you can do this with your friends, just like the YouTubers do on the YouTube. And to be fair, the series is actually quite entertaining. But I want to do this with you.
Yes.
I want us to do this together, and we will figure out the details at a later date. It may come to the channel at some point if we can figure the fuck out how to do that. But I feel like it's not my faction, right? It's not actively a downgrade on an otherwise good game, right? It's actually, I like that they put in all of the effort and all of the detail into modes like this. Because this is definitely something that I've seen fans want to have as a fleshed out mode for years and years now. I think it's this, create a move and create a story, which I always see people wanting like more of, but they've finessed this to the point where it's actually a robust game mode that you can do with either yourself or with actual friends. Like, I don't know, I feel like there's some value behind my GM, I think, and if we can do it on the channel, then that would be fucking great. But I don't really have any complaints about my GM. I did a little bit of it last year just to see how it worked and everything. I think I finished a season just so I could get like a silver trophy on the PSN. But I'm gonna maybe sink some of our teeth into this at some point this year, maybe as well. So it's not a bad thing for me.
I don't know. It's weird. It's in this sort of uncanny valley of.
I get what you mean. Of like, I want to do Raw. It's like, okay, well, you have a budget of $5. You can hire Timber, the Lumberjack, and The Rock. Oh, okay. Like, what? We're gonna do Monday Night Raw, the most famous wrestling television show on the planet, at a local gymnasium.
It doesn't make a lot. It's weird because it is in this uncanny valley of like, well, it's kayfabe, but then it's not kayfabe at the same time. It's so fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's not like strange, EWR, but it's. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I think EWR can be kind of boring if you play that too straight. Well, I mean, yeah, management sims are for a certain kind of person that enjoys fucking running a business and all that shit, and I'm just like, nah. There's a reason why we do Brawl. Is because we have all of these visual aesthetics and these visual characters with bombastic personalities. And it's just fun to do. And
here's me playing...
and there's you doing EWR every single day of your life for the past 20 years.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, basically. Only one of those franchises made it to the channel, so you're sitting on an entire bed of potentially horrible ideas, but we never saw the light of day.
No... I think my laptop won't work. I might have to restart it and call it Andy's.
Rest in peace, Fap Fighting.
Oh, yeah, Fap Fighting. Well, I can try and get Fap Fighting to work.
That's a sentence. And no one knows what that means, and we'll leave that mystery to be solved another day.
Yes.
Have you delved into My Rise at all?
I haven't as of yet.
And neither have I, because again, I want to do something for the channel with it, and so I have to wait. But I have heard nothing but good things about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw, I've seen like people play it on Let's Plays. It looks good.
It's a far improvement from last year.
Oh god, yeah.
Fuck me, last year. Jesus Christ. I want to talk about this for a second, because if you've been paying attention to the YouTube uploads on the channel, you've seen a video known as The Rise of Eric.
Eric.
The newest member of the Derek family dynasty. This was my honest college try at the 2K23 My Rise career mode, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Do you enjoy side missions and side quests in other video games?
No, not really.
Well, then you're gonna love My Rise in 2K22 because that's all it is.
Oh, God.
You start the game and you think, oh yeah, this is gonna have a linear storyline. It's gonna have a through point, it's gonna have a start, and it's gonna have an end. Much like in 2K20 and 2K19 from what I've seen. However, you do that, and then you graduate to whatever brand you want to go to, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, and then it's just random shit bollocks for the rest of your life. There's no ending. There's no fucking through line, there's no overarching story. It's a series of random fucking stories that begin and then end, and then you just immediately go on to the next one. And then when you finish all of the stories on that brand, you go to a different brand where the stories are different, and oh, it's so fucking boring.
Jesus.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I really like the idea that you have an open, like, sandbox type of environment where there's, like, 50 million different stories that you can do. I like that. As well as having a main campaign that you can start and then end.
Yeah, even Grand Theft Auto does that, for fuck's sake. Like, you
exactly.
Have the main
Imagine
story
just the online mode, and that's it. There's no main story. There's nothing there that you can just definitively start and then end afterward.
God.
I mean, hey, maybe there is an ending that I just never managed to unlock or see the light of day because I just got fucking frustrated of being like, we have nothing for you on this brand. Would you like to go to SmackDown? It's like, oh, fuck. I guess. Fine. Fuck. And then on SmackDown, you do a couple of different stories, and they're like, we have nothing for you on SmackDown. Would you like to go to Raw? It's like, I've been fucking done that! I've been there! I've seen the WCW One Night Reunion fucking story. I don't need to see it again. So you'll get part 2 of 2K23's My Rise coming very soon. And that'll be a direct lead-in into Eric's adventures in a different universe as The Lock.
Oh yes, I've heard about this Lock storyline.
So there's 2 types of stories that you get with My Rise. You get the male and the female story. In previous years, it would just basically be the same beat-for-beat story, just with different genders, but in this year, there's actually 2 separate stories that have been made for each side. For women's story, I think the story is that you're related to a famous Hall of Famer, and then you're getting your break in the business that way. Molly Holly plays an integral part of that, for some reason.
Okay.
And then the men's story is you are an independent darling who gets brought into the WWE with a new gimmick, and it's like, oh no, I'm worried about this. Who's gonna know who the fuck I am? So I feel like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of interesting things, and based on what I've heard, it's got some fucking pretty good, self-aware humor, which I love to see, and it's got an actual story. So that's really good for me, and you're gonna see that on the channel again one day. Hopefully it'll start soon.
Ah. Also, my cat has jumped up on the table. So, Kenneth, what do you think of 2K23?
Well, I've actually made Kenneth,
Oh, I need to download Kenneth.
That's
You're in a video game, Ken. Right? How do you feel? You want to go on the windowsill? Okay.
He can't talk. Why are you asking him to talk? He can't talk.
Well, you could go meow or something.
He's a silent guardian.
Yeah. So, basically, I have yet to play My Rise. I've heard good things. The other thing that I have played, but haven't finished yet, is
do you have
Showcase
like ADD
mode.
Or something? Do you have fucking like attention issues? Like fucking Kenneth can just lift up his head and you'll be like, my cat is doing a thing. I have to let everyone know.
Well, basically, he's just like sat on a chair going meow, meow, meow. So I'm like, what's wrong?
He wants to talk about the showcase, clearly. He wants to talk about the showcase.
So far, in showcase mode, I don't know how far I'm into it, but...
Well, what is it?
It's the John Cena showcase. So you play as John Cena throughout his career.
No, you don't. No, you don't, Andy.
What?
Have you not noticed that the through line for all of the showcase matches is that you don't play as John Cena?
Oh, no, sorry. I will rephrase. You don't play as John Cena, but you play through John Cena matches that he loses, and you are the other person.
It's literally beat up John Cena mode.
Which is superb. This is the greatest mode ever. And as per last year, the transitions from the game to the video are fucking seamless. My only problem with the mode is the weird wanky music they play for, the videos. And especially for the ECW one, where they're clearly like, shut the fuck up, and all you can hear is... What the fuck
Yeah,
is this?
I played the showcase last year, and this was the Rey Mysterio showcase, and I literally only played that just so I could fucking unlock the things that they locked behind it.
That was... I remember
I need
saying...
to unlock Dominic Mysterio, fucking goddammit!
Oh, yeah,
Why do I have to play as Rey Mysterio throughout his entire fucking life?
I remember saying to you guys in the Suplah chat that we have, there's no World Heavyweight title, this game is shit. And I was like, oh yeah, you gotta unlock it. Right, yeah,
you have to unlock it, don't you? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The showcase mode, I played it last year. I didn't play it the year before because 2K20 was a poison and a vampire, and I wanted less to do with that, but better. I played it last year. I thought, yeah, this is actually a pretty decent kind of idea here. You have all of these famous matches of this person's career. You play as Rey Mysterio last year, defeating like Eddie Guerrero, Shawn Michaels, other such matches like that. And you get to unlock things through that. And I'm like, yeah, this is pretty cool. It's a good way to spotlight how these careers have gone. You have interviews with the actual stars themselves, and then you get to piece together like a story through that, and it's actually pretty decent. And they do that this year. You've got your matches, the first one is versus Rob Van Dam, obviously, ECW, One Night Stand, very famous. Then you play against, we play as Kurt Angle in John Cena's debut. You got Undertaker at Vengeance, you've got Undertaker again at WrestleMania, where they had that squash match. Night of Champions 2008. Hey, we're in my territory. Triple H versus Cena. AJ Styles versus Cena at SummerSlam. Edge versus Cena.
It's not in chronological order, so it just freaks me out. I'm like, it's not in any sort of chronological order. It's just like RVD, then blah blah blah, then blah blah. It's just
you start with RVD, and then you go to his debut, and then you go to Undertaker, then you go to Undertaker again, like 15 years later. It's like, what? What the fuck? But no, this is actually a very cool idea. But I do have my problems with it.
Okay.
So the whole idea is that you beat up John Cena, right? You play as all of his different opponents, like you play as Brock, you play as Batista, you play as The Rock, you play as Roman, Edge, etc. Do you know how hard it is to defeat John Cena in a wrestling match? If you don't know, you're about to find out.
Exactly.
Because this is bullshit.
I've
had to put it on easy.
Yeah, I've had to do that.
I can't fucking do it if it's not on easy. And I don't know why. I feel like it's a mix of John Cena reverses everything. John Cena doesn't stay down for longer than 2 seconds at a time.
I've noticed that with all the characters in the game, though. I think that's a problem with the actual game itself.
The controls are built on good faith and duct tape, in my opinion. Because the amount of times, like, for example, the RVD match, right? There's a point where you have to set up a table in the corner in the turnbuckle, right?
Yes.
Do you want to know how long that took me? I timed it. I actually timed it. I have a fucking carbon-dated reading of this. You know how long it fucking took me?
How long did it take you?
7 minutes.
Yeah, no, I had the same problem. He just wouldn't go in the fucking corner.
And every single, like... Oh, that's another thing as well, is that if you don't know how to play the game, you have to keep fucking pausing the match to figure out how to do these objectives. Because throughout the entire match, you have to basically follow the script, right? You have to, as RVD, it gives you prompts of being like, oh, Cena's on the floor, now you have to do a fucking double leg takedown DDT on the apron through the table. It's like, oh, okay, how do I do that? Pause the game, look at the instructions, okay, let's go and do that. Oh wait, I'm in the position, why is it not letting me do that? Hit the start button again. How do I do this move? How do I do that move? Start. Okay, it's not letting me do it again. How do I store a finisher? Pause. Google. How to store a finisher in 2K23.
That's my problem with it as well. Is it the objectives are like move specific, so it's like you don't know the moves, you have to pause each time. The other thing as well is the one that really fucking irritated me was at ECW One Night Stand, the first one, where it's like put fucking John Cena on the barricade to do your leg drop on the north or south side. I'm like, okay, great, and I did it, and it wasn't registering, and I'm like, what? RVD kept smacking his head on the fucking side. I'm like, do the fucking move.
This isn't how it happened in 2006.
And then with the Undertaker squash one, right?
Oh god,
he's so overpowered in the game, Cena is, that you can't actually do the squash. It's fucking impossible. Like, it's just like, do 10 punches, but he fucking reverses the punch. It's just like, why?
Yeah, it's like, lay-in, 3 heavy combos. It's like, I'm fucking trying, but he won't let me do it.
It's like, they lower his health
all of the
down,
objectives are like from John Cena's perspective. Like there's cutaways where he's like narrating the matches and like telling you his side of the story about why he lost and shit. And so the objectives are like, oh, the Undertaker wasn't done yet. He hit me with 5 fucking finishes. And then it's like, okay, how am I meant to fucking do this? I think the worst thing for me is it will tell you these objectives, and like the last one is always hit the finishing move and go for the pin.
That's what I was going to say. He kicks out every time.
Never has it ever fucking finished with that fucking sequence. I'll hit the finisher, it'll tell me to pin him to win the match, I fucking do. 1, 2, oh, he kicks out. He goes into business for himself at the end of every single one of these fucking matches now. And
then he starts to do the fucking 5 moves of doom. Immediately.
Yeah, no, I've gotten really good at reversing that because he's done it to me at least 12 fucking times. Everyone does the fucking hip shoulder throw now to him. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, why does everybody do that move? Why do they do the hip move?
Because it's all you can do. It's all it works on how to counter his fucking 5 moves of doom. It's awful.
That's my problem with it.
Oh, it's so stop-start. Like, I wish it wasn't so baseline, like, to a script where you had to fucking follow the things, because you have to do these certain moves, because they do the cool fucking transitions. Where it's like, oh, Irish rip him into the ropes, and then it will play a cutscene, but then transitions into the real-life footage of the match, and then it goes back into the game. Do that for about 3 times in every match, and,
Is it bad I've started skipping those?
Yeah, I have as well.
Because I'm just like...
Unless it's like for matches that I like want to see or haven't seen before, I'm like, oh, okay, I could do that. But fucking SummerSlam 2021 against Roman Reigns, I saw that. You saw it. We saw it together.
Yeah.
At like 4 a.m, where we were fucking overtired and we were going loopy about making Batman Sheamus jokes.
And the fucking irritating music over the top of everything.
Oh, the music, yeah.
and they blur the referees' faces. They blur all the refs' faces and shit, and you're like, this is unwatchable.
Like, Edge doesn't look like Edge either. Let's just... I don't know how far you've got into this.
I mean, I've faced Edge at New Year's Revolution. And...
Right, in the SummerSlam match, you can clearly... Because they cut back and forth between the game and the real-life match, you can clearly see that Edge just changes gear. Because for whatever fucking reason, they didn't model him with the right gear.
It says in real life rated R superstar, but the actual character only has R on his trunks, and you're just like,
yeah, it's like, what does R mean? Is this Reg? Ruh-roh, it's Reg.
That is stupid.
And yeah, like all the faces are blurred, all the referees are blurred out, which I don't quite understand why.
I don't get it. It that makes those video cutscenes unwatchable, in my opinion.
So a lot of the logos are blurred out as well.
Yeah, it's
on,
just
like,
a
crowd
giant
shirts, on wrestler merch, like it's really strange. I think I've gotten up to the point where I think I have maybe like 3 or 4 of them left. I have yet to do Batista and Orton. I think those are the last 2 ones, and then the rest of them are like special secret showcase mode. But the most enjoyment I've ever had was with SummerSlam 2014, because you play as Brock Lesnar, you know. The night that Super Cena fucking died.
Oh, God. That was
Do you want to know my favourite thing?
Boring thing I've ever done in my life.
You have to hit 15 German suplexes.
Oh, it was tedious. It was just...
And you're thinking, oh, 15, you're exaggerating. That's like, no. No. You hit 8 of them, and then you hit 7 of them. In a row. You have to do that. Fuck! Jesus Christ.
It's tedious.
I mean, it was tedious, but at that point, like, you can see the health bar. John Cena has, like, no health bar because he's just not allowed to get any offense in. And yeah, by the time I hit the fucking F5 and it was meant to finish, it's like, no, he kicks out, and then he comes and he does his comeback sequence. It's like, stop going into business for yourself, John!
That's the thing that I fucking
Take
hate.
the L! Move on! Jesus. And of course, this unlocks everything that is behind the paywall. Not the paywall, the showcase wall, like Brock Lesnar 2003, the World Heavyweight Championship, The Rock. Like, there's a ton of things here that are just locked behind the wall. And don't get me wrong, the amount of effort that goes into this is definitely appreciated. But there's improvements that can be made to it. Like, I don't know who the showcase is going to be on next time. Maybe I'd enjoy a Seth Rollins showcase or even a Roman Reigns one, but the point is, the things I don't like about it are the fact that I have to keep fucking pausing to understand how to do the objectives.
Yeah, it should just be on the screen what button you need to press.
Yeah, and I also don't enjoy the idea that Cena just keeps reversing all of my moves, and the buttons don't fucking work, and I can't reverse things in time, and it's just me being a bad player probably, but it's still a criticism that's valid, I think.
No, I think it's completely valid.
Because we have the same issue.
Yep, I have.
So it's not just me.
Problem. And I'm on a next-gen console, it's the same fucking problem.
Yeah, I wonder if there was any, like, major differences between generations, but apparently
it's
not.
Same fucking problems.
Apparently not. Let's talk about the Creation Suite.
Okay, right, so the main reason why I fucking buy these games is because of this Creation Suite. So
that's the only reason I buy them, because we do Suplah Brawl, so there you go.
So Create a Superstar has improved drastically. As I said before, the actual, like, characters actually look like real counterparts in the game. And also they've added a whole bunch of new things. So they have new, like, tattoo designs, for instance, like...
oh, those are so good.
Those sleeve ones... Because literally they had the same fucking design since, and I swear to God, since, like, Here Comes the Pain, or at the very fucking, at the very least, but I swear these fucking designs
at the very least, WWE 12, right?
Well, SmackDown 2, for fuck's sake. Like, I swear it was in, like, the PlayStation game, but whatever. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate what they've done in regards to adding more stuff, more logos, more ways to dress up your characters. Super duper excellent. I also appreciate the fact that they've brought back the advance entrances, but I will get on to white shit in a minute.
Yeah, please.
And I do appreciate the fact that you can, just like in the previous game, download cross-platform creations. Because that makes life a million times easier for Suplah Brawl, and I can download my cat because Sam made Keddy. Here's where I don't know why, but it's broken. So the create an entrance, the advanced one, is utterly broken. It's completely fucked. You can't preview anything, and it doesn't really make any sense because there's like lighting 1, lighting 2, lighting 3, and like, what does that mean? If you're going to put like that in the game and you're not going to let me fucking preview it because it's broken, at least call it green lighting, yellow lighting, spath lighting, I don't know, fucking anything. So you got that as a problem. The other problems with the entrances are, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, pyro will go off for no reason. You hadn't even selected it in the game, it will just go off in the preview. I don't know why, and then sometimes.
Well, again,
it goes
you can't
off in the
preview
game.
pyro either.
I figured out a way around it, but it's not fucking good. So the work around it is if you choose a preset, you can then just change the pyro and go to replace, and it will just change it to that. But sometimes that doesn't work, and it just fucking does both. I don't know why. And then it will do it again randomly at another stage of the entrance. Oh yeah, you can't preview anything, so it's a nightmare.
Anything.
You can't preview a goddamn thing.
I don't fucking know why, but for whatever reason, on my PS4, the preview button is square, right? I'm actually going in to create an entrance now. I'm doing it for, who am I doing it for? Derek! Oh, Derek! Oh. By the way, Derek specifically, is just getting more and more watered down each year, because they don't allow you to be as outlandish as you were allowed to be in 2K17, believe it or not. Like, his eye doesn't go into his face anymore. You can't give him wanky legs or anything. You can't give him one wanky arm. It's just like, they're watering down the poor lad. But, yeah, okay. Advanced entrance, right? Preview is square, right? If I want to preview a motion, I press square to preview Going Hard 1.
Okay.
I want to see Derek go hard. Oh. I press square. Oh no, I'm looking at him doing his fucking Goldberg entrance. Because it doesn't preview the motion that you want to select. It previews the already established motion that you already have selected. So, what does Giovanni Vinci 1 look like? Goldberg? I don't think so. What does Generic Superstar 4 look like? Goldberg? No way. What does Foxy look like? Goldberg? No way. What about Farouk? Goldberg? I'm going insane. Because to actually fucking look at what they are, you have to select them. And then by that point, you just undo what you've previously had, so I don't even know what preview I had before now. So, oh yeah, there's Derek doing Farouk's entrance. Do I want that? No! I want him to do fucking Goldberg. But I'm not able to even look at what fucking Farouk looks like, because it won't let me.
Here's the other thing that's fucked up about that.
Lighting you can't preview, so you just have to click it and then hope for the best.
You
can't preview Pyro, so you have to just click... Pyro is the worst fucking thing. I wanted to give so much fucking Pyro to people, and yet if I go to Pyro and I'm like, oh, what is this? Ain't no make-believe. What does that do? I don't fucking know! What does Batista 10 do? I have no clue!
Yeah,
what does Break the Walls 3 do? Guess what, Andy? I don't fucking know!
In the old games, they would categorize them like stage, ramp, ring. They
don't even categorize them.
So I don't know what they mean.
If I want to pick Charlotte's Flair 1, I'm like, oh, does it go off on the entrance ramp? No, it goes off on the fucking ring apron. Oh, how swell.
Here's what you do, right? I just choose...
No, here's what you do, Andy. You fix the fucking preview button.
Yeah.
You did it in 2K20. 2K20!
And that thing
the
was
most broken
fucked.
game of the modern era of wrestling games. You're able to preview Pyro. You're able to have advanced entrances. I get that you had to take it away because you would constantly fucking crash the game if you wanted to even dare look at Adam Rose's entrance. But for fuck's sake, you took away the thing that made it functional. It's no longer functional. It's guesswork. Oh, and do you want to get rid of the nameplate? No, you can't. Why? Oh, I could do that in 2K20. Can I not do that this year? No. Why would you ever want to get rid of the nameplate? Oh, no. Fuck.
The other thing as well is, with the Pyro, I just choose the ones that I know what they are. So everybody basically has the same Pyro.
I don't have a fucking Rolodex in my head. I'm not able to fucking just memorize what Bayou Cultist is.
No, I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know, but I just choose things like Booker T 1, which is just flames, because I'm like, alright, that'll be flames on the stage.
Everyone has Booker T 1.
Basically, that's what I do.
Can you dig it, sucker?
So
like, fuck me. The reason I was so excited for advanced entrances to come back, and
yeah, I was too.
They may be able to patch this so that it actually fucking works, but I'm like, great. Could you not have just released it working?
Yeah.
Could you not have done it worked in 2K20, 2K19. Why is it not working now?
I have a controversial take, and I'll say it now. I would have been happier if they just did a roster update for 2K22 and you do 2 years between games.
Yeah.
So you can flesh this shit out. Because I feel like that's what made 2K20 to 2K22 such a leap, and so many people loved it so much. Granted, 2K20 didn't work, but 2K...
Well, that's like going from eating dog food to eating a singular rusk biscuit. You really appreciate the rusk biscuit, but only because you've been eating dog food for 2 years.
Yeah, so basically... But they had more time to develop it and make sure it fucking worked. the next issue I have with this fucking game is create an arena.
Oh, don't create. Oh yeah, create an arena. All right.
This thing is just fucking garbage. It's now broken, right?
I thought it was just me not knowing how to make arenas.
No, it's just broken. It's fucked. If you choose a header and you customize it and put it on like any sort of level, like any sort of height adjustment, it will just automatically reset to the default one, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and whenever I'm making the arena, I'm like, yeah, this looks good. Then when I go to preview it in an actual match, it's like, oh, the header is now 2 foot shorter. Why?
Oh, no, mine is like 87 miles up in the air for some reason.
Oh, we have the opposite problem. Mine goes lower.
Mine goes
like the header is just on the fucking Titantron now.
And the other things as well is like writing on the lettering on the ring aprons doesn't come up, doesn't even fucking work. You can't put logos on it. It just does not work.
Oh, I'm able to do that. I can put logos and patterns on the ring apron. That's fine.
But actually, like lettering, if you put write dickhead and you put it up, maybe it's because it says dickhead. But if you write, I don't know, I love cheese, and you try and put that on the fucking ring apron, it won't come up.
Oh, okay. I've been putting custom logos and patterns on there, so maybe
logos and patterns are fine.
Different.
But yeah, so the other fucking irritating thing about it is, they have like additional like ramps and stuff. So they give you like that WrestleMania that one year that was like a theme park. They give you like a custom WrestleMania one and stuff like that. And in the old games, even in last year's game, you could like turn parts of stage off so that like parts of it would disappear, and you could have certain parts of it.
You can do that this year, though.
No, you can't. You can't do it this year.
Can you not?
Not with the ramps, no. And even with the actual, like, if you pick like an actual stage design, it's broken. Like, you can select certain parts, and it doesn't really correlate. And it's hard to explain, but if you say, you choose like the Night of Champions wall, where it's got those red drapes with the belts on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you fucking choose the middle one, sometimes it will get rid of the drapes, sometimes it get rid of the giant pillars, sometimes it gets rid of the belts. It's like, well, fucking... Which one is it? What am I turning off? What am I changing? Because it doesn't make any fucking sense. And then
you're turning me off, says Andy Kwan.
Exactly. And you're not really good at turning me off. Anyway, so the next... like, that's the problem with it. And the other thing as well is... I this is my gripe with all these fucking games. Create an Arena has no fucking fans in the audience behind the staging, except... for one of the stadiums, and I can't remember which one it is, and it's fucking weird. So they've got it at like the bottom layer, but there's no one at the top. And I realised why. You know the clash at the castle.
Clash of a clash.
And that's why they've done it, because it has like fucking people there. I'm like, fuck's sake. So if you want a Titantron, it will put a fucking giant drape over it, and it's done it since 2K like fucking 16 or whatever. And it just.
Well, I was going to say, this just sounds like business as usual for me.
But the main issues is that it doesn't fucking work properly. You can't you can't put logos on certain things. On the announce tables, I put a logo on something.
An issue for me as well, because I've been trying to make both the Arenaplex and the Melee box, which are the arenas that I've used for our shows and that. I've not been able to make one without having all of the above issues one at a time. Like my first try with the Arenaplex, I tried to make it similar to what it was like last year. For whatever reason, they removed one of the Titantron options. So I'm not able to have it exactly as it was last year. So I'm like, well, okay, I guess we have to adapt, overcome, and make a new thing, right? Everything has had issues. Like, either things will just randomly sink into the floor. Like, when wrestlers come out, they'll just be shadows. There won't be any lighting on them.
Yeah, I've had that.
Or audiences will just randomly appear, randomly to move and not move. That was an issue with 2K22 as well, though. Like, you can see on certain Melee events, you'll cut to the front row and it'll just be dead. There'll just be fucking mannequins in the front row for whatever reason. But not the entire arena, just the front row. Just that one section.
And
incredibly strange.
And then when you take this arena to create a show, and you select a referee, right?
Oh yeah, there's no referees in these arenas when I go and play with them.
Sometimes on mine they appear. It's 50-50.
They've never appeared with mine.
I don't get it. Like it's literally 50-50.
Where's Red Shoes? I selected Red Shoes as the ref. Where is he?
Yeah, and it's stuff like this that's really irritating me about the game and makes like I haven't played it today because I'm like, oh, I can't be arsed because whatever I make is just not gonna fucking work. So I'm just sort of like, all right, I'm gonna.
The thing is, I have to make this work because otherwise there's no brawl, and that makes me sad. I mean,
I made 2 arenas for Brawl if you want to download them, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think I've got a baseline that I at least want to do for, like, the Sacrifice event, and then from there on we'll try and do, like, unique arenas, but I feel like at this point, if we get one that works, we might just have to stick to the one that works. Because, Lord knows, making an arena has been one of the most stressful parts of trying to remake Brawl this year. I mean, create a moveset is largely unchanged, that's fine, but the thing that's always bothered me about that is the terminology they use, like, copy from Superstar. Oh, you mean copy to Superstar? Yes. English language, who?
This is not even made by Ukes anymore, so you can't even just say bad translation. Like, what the fuck?
Create a championship is more or less the same. I've been able to make all of the belts this year with relative ease. That was one of the first things I was able to do.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
Oh, create a video. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Alright. As someone who's been editing video for over 10 years now, like, I've never really enjoyed having to make videos in the 2K series. But fucking hell, guys. It's exactly the fucking same as it was, like, 4 years ago. And it's still shit. Like, it's really bad. I'm gonna go into the mode now, and I'm gonna give you a play-by-play of me trying to make a fucking Titantron, right?
I made a custom Titantron, and it looks like something that was made in 1998. It's total wank.
I mean, that's fine if you're making a Titantron for insert wrestler from 1998 here, but... Go video clip, yeah, you got all your video clip presets and all of that. I go to it, I select Art 2. I'm like, yeah, okay. If you want to preview it, you have to hold down the entire R2 button for...
To play it, yeah.
You can't, like, increase that speed, you can't decrease that speed. That's just the way that it plays. So you have to do that for... If this video clip is 29 seconds, so I'm like, okay, time to hold the R2 button for 29 fucking seconds just to make sure it's an appropriate video. Oh, is it? Oh, okay, we'll accept that. Then it encodes... He has to play the whole fucking video before it encodes, so I'm like, okay, another 29 fucking seconds. I have to wait for this fucking video that I just scrolled to watch. Still encoding.
Bruh.
Still encoding.
Oh my god.
It plays it as it would be playing in real life. So you literally have to wait for the duration of the video that you want to encode for it to encode. Encode? It's done encoding. Alright, put it in the timeline. Done. Alright, let's put in a image animation. By the way, all the image animations fucking suck nuts.
Oh god, they're awful.
And they always will. There's a reason why every single fucking Titantron I've made it so that the image is just still. It just doesn't move. Because that's all it can fucking be. It can't be anything else. If it's like, look at all of these, like, oh, it zooms in on a diamond once every second. It's like, ding, ding, ding. I'm like, oh, that hurts my eyes.
They're all PowerPoint.
Oh, let's have it rotate 360 degrees like it's stuck in a blender. Fucking swell. Let's have it zoom in and then not stay there. It's just permanently like zoom, zoom, zoom.
This is zoom. What you would make in PowerPoint like 20 years ago. Like, it's awful.
Fuck it, just make it a still image. Oh, I have to figure out what the length of the video is? Okay, how do I do that? Good old R2 button. Okay. If I want it to match up with the video clip that I just encoded, we have to make it go to 29 seconds. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah!
Yeah, this is why I just go with the Titantrons in the game.
No, I have to put the Justice Friends logo behind a fucking background, don't you see? Don't you realise? I'm still holding R2, 20, 21, 22. Okay, I guess while I'm doing this, I'll scale the logo to size. Okay. Oh, it's too big to fit in the box. Make it a bit smaller. Okay. 28, 29, 30. There you go. Maximum time scale is 30. Alright, that's done. Oh, no. It doesn't have to encode, at least. It just goes onto the fucking timeline. But if you maybe did it just a little bit too long, if you did it for maybe like a microsecond or even a second further than you wanted to do it, can you trim it? Can you cut it? No. You know what you can do? Is you can delete what you've just fucking made and remake it, but this time, make sure you don't overstep the fucking line and just encode it so that it fits the fucking duration of a video clip that you did before now. Oh, is that a pain in the ass to do? Yes, because R2 button, R2D fucking 2, Andy. It doesn't fucking accelerate, it doesn't decelerate, it just goes at the same fucking speed and it just does not stop. And if you want it to stop, oh, I did it a bit too late, too soon. Oh no, it's like 1 second behind. Oh, fuck my life, right? Oh, it sucks. Create a Video has always fucking sucked. And I swear, in 2K20 and 2K19, you were able to fucking cut back. You could press L1 and it would just skip to the start of a timeline. Can you do that this year? No! Oh, what's that? You're at 28 seconds? Do you want to go back to the first second? I don't know how. I don't know how. It won't go back.
I know you can move it.
Oh wait, yes it does. L2! L2! Andy, L2! Do you know it just fucking goes back 1 second at a time also? 1 second at a time! I just want to go back to the fucking start right now. But no, I have to wait 30 fucking seconds for it to go back to the starting position.
Is there no way of speeding that up? I swear there's no way to speed it up.
No.
Jesus H. Christ.
No, there's not.
This is why I don't make creative video. I think that's...
my voice is shot because I'm so fucking annoyed about this. Like, don't get me wrong. The effort that they've put to improve these games year after year is nothing if not appreciated, right? There are actual fucking handy improvements that have been made to the quality of life of this game, especially since 2K20, namely in that it fucking works now. I've not had it crash at all.
Oh no, I've had it crash.
Well, don't jinx it. Now I'm gonna have a fucking crash as I'm doing this fucking episode, right? But no, it's appreciated that they work hard, they put in the grind, they do the hours, they get it ready for release, and then they release it, and it works fundamentally. It's baffling in a sense, because there are things that improve the quality of life in previous games that were worse than this, that are not present in this entry right now.
Yeah, that is weird.
And again, patches. Yeah, they can come, but in an ideal world, you shouldn't have to patch it. It should just be there on day 1. Or day -3 if you pre-order because you get it 3 days early.
I mean, I got it 3 days early, and I was like, oh, they'll just update it, and they did 2 updates, and like literally there's just no sort of...
It's been more than a week and there's been no follow-up.
I mean, are there any... Is there like
mean, there's DLC that's coming out, and we can talk about the DLC now.
Okay.
But, you'd think with the DLC they'll release some patches, right, to fix things?
I'm trying to see if I can find anything about the next patch for the game. Oh, here we go. So, no, this is 2K17. No, fuck you then.
Oh my god, great. So, oh my god, I just burped. I'm so sorry. 2K23 Season Pass. It gives you all the DLCs. Do you want to look at the DLCs together, Andrew, and maybe see if they're worth it or not?
Well, I have them by default, so I'm gonna get
so
them
do
anyway.
I.
So let's have a look then.
We're going to get these together. All right. First DLC pack comes at you April the 19th, which is my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Do you know what I'm getting as a fucking birthday present, Andy?
Scott motherfucking Steiner. Oh.
Hit Row.
Great.
And no, I heard you say Scott Steiner. No, actually not. I think you'll find. It's not Big Papa Pump, Big Bad Booty Daddy Scott Steiner. It's Retro Scott Steiner and Retro Rick Steiner, the Steiner brothers from WC fucking W. What a shit birthday present that is for me. Retro Steiners who nobody actually fucking cares about except maybe Keelan and fucking Hit Row.
Could you edit this Scott Steiner to make him look like Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner?
Oh, they will. I bet you they will. I mean, there's chainmail and shit in the game, so...
There you go. And
but
you could just give him...
he has the fucking brown hair, though.
Yeah, but you
and he doesn't have a beard.
Just give him Braun Breaker's entrance and theme and you'd be fine.
Yeah, but I could have just made it Scott Steiner, like... Alright, that fat chova bitch!
Badass.
But no, you've got Ashante Adonis, B-Fab, Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, and Top Dollar. Happy birthday, Sam. Oh, thanks. Great. What's the pack after that, you may wonder? Well, it's called the Pretty Sweet Pack.
Okay.
Releases May 17th. Includes Carl Anderson. Oh, fucking great.
Brilliant.
Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, the OC.
Right. Brilliant.
Tiffany Stratton from NXT.
Don't know who that is.
I don't know either. And Pretty Deadly from NXT, who I do know, and I do appreciate, and I do enjoy, and I was wondering why they weren't in the game at base release, but I'll take them as DLC. That's fine by me.
Fair dues.
You don't know who they are, do you?
No.
Have you ever seen The Only Way is Essex?
Yes.
It's that as a tag team.
That sounds actually brilliant.
They are fucking brilliant, mate. They started in NXT UK, they've gone over to NXT now, and they're brilliant, so...
Yeah, fair play, fair play.
DLC pack number 3, June 14th, Race to NXT, because it contains Harley Race.
Boo.
Again, I think only Keelan cares about that. You've got Harley Race, you've then got a couple of NXT people. You've got Ivy Nile, Tony D'Angelo, Trick Williams, and Wendy Chu.
Great. I don't know who any of these people are.
Oh, you know Ivy Nile.
Do I?
You know Bree Hunter?
Oh, yes.
They stole our idea.
Oh.
Ivy Nile is basically just Bree Hunter.
Oh my god, she is just Bree Hunter. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, right.
Get your own gimmicks!
We can carbon date Bree Hunter to being like 2019. Ivy Nile fucking debuted like 2 years ago. So, you do the math on that for me. But, yeah, a couple of NXT people in Harley Race. I mean, Harley Race, sure. I'm not opposed to Harley Race. But do I care, really?
No, not really.
No. And then, here's a big one, Andy. DLC pack number 4. Released July 19th. Revel with Wyatt.
This is bizarre. Why the fuck is this so late in the whole thing?
Yeah, July you get to play as Bray Wyatt. I mean, granted, by that time he may have had one more match.
By that point, he might have left the company.
And bring the total to 2 matches that he's had since he's come back. But nevertheless, you've got Bray Wyatt. You've also got Joe Gacy from NXT, Blair Davenport from NXT, Valhalla, and Zeus.
Motherfucking Zeus!
Not the god. Not from Hercules.
The guy from No Holds Barred, the movie with Hulk Hogan.
Also known as Debo from the Friday night of movies.
There you go.
Last Friday.
Debo.
Yeah. Why?
Don't know.
Why is Tiny Lister as Zeus a fucking WWE 2K23 DLC?
I don't know. I have no fucking...
It's baffling.
It doesn't make any sense.
At least, like, last year, Machine Gun Kelly, you're like, oh, okay, he curated the soundtrack, but I think Zeus has been dead for, like, 10 years.
Oh, God, that's another thing I hate about creating an entrance, right? You just reminded me of something, right? You can't choose licensed music. So the soundtrack of the game that you
Well, that doesn't bother me
year,
because, you know, in Brawl, we don't have music from the game.
But they also don't have, like, theme songs that are licensed. So, like,
Cody's theme, isn't there?
Fuck off. Just, anywho. I don't know why
Zeus...
to
Cody's theme.
I was going to, and I can't, so I have to give myself
No,
Rob
I
Van
can't.
Dam's.
Thing is, though, like, Downstate tweeted being like, yeah, we don't know why this is either.
What?
So that's great.
So even
Yeah,
the
they
band have
tweeted
got no
like,
fucking
we'll
clue.
do anything we can to help. We're not entirely sure why this has happened. So, oh, fucking brilliant. Great. But anyway, we're not done. We're not done. Final DLC pack. Bad News U pack. This contains Wade Barrett. Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. The bad news is you have to wait until August to play as me.
Said no one ever.
Wade Barrett said that.
Oh no, yeah, obviously he did, but no one wants to.
No, I mean, Nathan Frazier from NXT, Eve Torres, that's a fucking throwback.
Why?
She looks good to me, she got everything I want, she got everything I need.
To be fair, she does jiu-jitsu with like the Gracie family, so
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah. You wanna go to that? Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering if they're gonna do like a modern day Eve Torres who can do jiu-jitsu, or Eve Torres who couldn't do jiu-jitsu.
It's gonna be Eve Torres from like 2012, mate.
Oh, for God's sake.
Also included Andre Chase and Damon Kemp from NXT. So there's quite a lot of NXT people in these packs, and I'm like, sure, I guess. I'm okay with that. I mean, the main points of NXT are in the game at launch, like Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, etc. So I'm okay with that, but it's weird that Bray Wyatt is so late into the game.
That is weird.
I wish Wade Barrett was the first pack that was released. Because don't get me wrong, I don't think anyone on planet Earth is clamoring to play as Hit Row. The Steiner brothers you could argue, but God, Hit Row suck. No one wants them. I would be fine if they just weren't in the game at all. But, nah, okay. There's a couple of gems in these DLCs, and I'm like, yeah, cool. That'll add some dimensions to Brawl characters that we can fucking do, but, you know. Yeah, I'm not exactly hankering to play as Tiffany Stratton. So, overall, there have been better DLCs, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the Ruthless Aggression one as well, where you get,
yeah, you have all of the OVW class. So you have Prototype, Leviathan, Lesnar, and Orton, right?
Yeah. Obviously, their overall ratings are quite low, but it just adds more create options. Like Brock Lesnar 01 is just like.
So that means if you have that, there are 3 versions of Brock Lesnar in this game.
Yes. There are 3
That's
versions.
really cool.
The Leviathan Batista is weird looking. Like, he doesn't, like, he's got Batista's old entrance music where, before he had I Walk Alone. And
I wonder what type of cologne he wore. He never said.
My only problem with these superstars is that
sandbag the shit out of that then.
Yeah,
alright, I see what today's mission is.
Yeah, so all of their Titantrons are like this yellow background with their name on it, and I'm like, could you have not, like, just...
Oh, another bed bug is the fucking shitty Legends Titantrons.
Oh, God. Why did they get
people
rid
like the Bellas, China, Bret Hart, Andre the Giant, it'll start with this fucking ugly frame of, like, their name in text, and then it will be their actual Titantron in a tiny box with a big fuck-off blue border.
And then it's like that, you know when back in the day you had the DVD logo, like, bouncing off the screen? It's got that, and I'm like, why the fuck did you do this?
This happened last year, and I was like, why have you done this? There's no need for you to have done this.
I mean,
why is this a thing?
I mean, the Bad Bunny pack as well is alright. I mean, it's Bad Bunny, so...
I feel like Bad Bunny is the new Fred Durst.
But at least Bad Bunny is good. Fred Durst was not in those fucking games.
It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
It's all about the lick, where a stick with a flick. That's not even the lyrics. I don't know. I have no ungodly idea what I even just said.
I mean, Bad Bunny's worth it, and who knows, he may appear in Brawl one day. Oh, who's to say? It's a magical, fun time we're having here.
It's a magical place where something is a thing.
Yeah, stop doing that now. Jukebox. Let's have a look at the soundtrack.
The soundtrack's fucking awesome. This is why I'm fucking annoyed with this game. This is the main reason, right? As soon as I heard Red Hot Chili Peppers, I was like...
Oh, yeah, that was the first song I heard, too.
I was like, fuck yeah, that's going to be my theme song. And I was looking through create mode, and it's not fucking there. I'm like, why the fuck do you put good songs in this fucking game, like Doja Cat, and you won't let me fucking flick them?
You can't pick them, you can't flick them, you can't stick them.
I can't lick them, like...
Let's have a look at the actual soundtrack here, alright? Because I'm not gonna lie, I know maybe like 2 of these songs, but...
What? Okay.
Well, as previously mentioned, Can't Stop, Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's in the game.
Oh, excellent.
You've got Jack by Hardy, who, as we all know, performed at the Royal Rumble, and it was...
I turned that song off the jukebox. It's fucking annoying. It's just like, my name is Jack. Hello. I'm like, fuck off. I'm not doing anything with this shit.
I actually don't mind it. I quite like it.
Wank. I turned it off. I might turn it back on just to...
Do you want to know what song I turned off?
Which song did you turn off?
Grounds by Idols.
How does that go?
I smell the blood of a million sons.
Oh, I kept that one.
I'm a biddly buddly bibbly boo.
Oh, that's how Idols sing.
I'm talking British and I'm annoying.
that's every Idol song, basically.
I fucking hate that song.
Every Idol
I'd never
song,
heard of it before now. I heard it once and I'm like, that's one time too many.
I don't mind
This is
that
a
song.
fucking awful song. So that's off. Compared to last year where I just immediately turned off the Machine Gun Kelly songs, I at least gave these songs all a chance. But nah, fuck Grounds by Idols. That's a fucking awful sounding song. No More Tears to Cry by Bullet for My Valentine.
Yeah, good song.
Yeah, can't complain about that. Ramen and OJ by Joyner Lucas and Lil Baby.
How does that one go?
I don't know. My measure of quality is if I have to turn off the songs, and as of right now, I've had the music playing as I do the game. I've only turned off Grounds.
I think
you know.
my favourite songs, top 3, will probably be Metallica, Sad But True.
I was just going to talk about Sad But True by Metallica now. I'd never heard of this song before now, which is surprising because I like Metallica, right?
It's a fucking banger.
I thought this was American Badass.
No, it's a different song.
It's the same though.
Kind of, but
It's the same.
it's not.
It's the guitar track from American Badass.
That's because Kid Rock probably nicked it. I don't
But then
know
when it
that,
gets
'cause
to
I-
hey, I'm no one, they do different lyrics. I didn't realize.
well. Yeah, the more you know.
No, that's a good one.
My second favourite song is Doja Cat Vegas.
Doja Cat Vegas. I mean, yeah, it plays a bit too much on my copy, but it's okay.
And my third favourite will be Post Malone, Take What You Want, with
yeah, that one's
Ozzy Osbourne in
alright.
it.
Could do without Travis Scott, but it's alright.
Yeah, you could really done without Travis Scott. But, I mean, most of the songs are good.
Other songs: SUVs by Luciano.
How does that go?
Dame Lu by Davey and Omar Courts.
Don't know that one.
And Bizarre Music Sessions, Volume 52 by Bizarre Rap and Quevedo. Fuck me, I've probably pronounced all of those wrong, but I do not care. I am not cultured. I don't know half of these songs, more than half of these songs, so...
Not cultured.
I mean, it's already better than last year, just by virtue of no Machine Gun Kelly, so
Yeah. I mean,
no complaints there.
these are apparently handpicked by John Cena, so John Cena listens to these songs on a regular basis.
I don't know why the idea of John Cena listening to Doja Cat is just a wonderful image of mine.
It's not even like it's the song from the Elvis movie.
Oh yeah, it is, yeah.
Of all the fucking, it's like ain't nothing but a hound dog. I'm like, but like, why that one, John? Why not any other Doja Cat song? You fucking idiot.
And of course, there's the feature where you can put in superstar themes and shit, which is, yeah. Every year that these games come out, I go through all of them and I preview them to see if I even know the themes.
Yeah, I do that every year too. I think
really good that they have Booker T as a superstar theme now, because I was really sad when I was like, oh, there's no Bad Bunny this year. But wait! Oh, there he is. He's right next to Batista and Axiom. Fuck yeah.
Who's Axiom, by the way?
Oh, Axiom is a NXT guy. He used to be A-Kid. You don't know who A-Kid is. What
I have no idea. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He's a Spanish wrestler.
Oh.
He's very good, actually.
Why is he called Axiom, then?
Why is she called Bianca Belair? Why is she called Asuka? What kind of name is Bobby Lashley?
I mean, that's his name. I mean, that's his actual
That
name.
fucking Axiom is his name, Andy. What's the fucking point?
I don't think Axiom is his actual name. Anywho, have you played War Games yet?
I have. I played one War Games with all of the Suplah hosts and not Brendan, AJ Styles. Because I'm waiting for Brendan to buy the game so that he can make himself and then I can download him.
Ah, fair play.
I played 3v3 War Games. I didn't play it, I simmed it. Really fun to look at.
It's really fun
My
to play.
favourite part was when you came out of the shark cage and you came down to the ring. By this time, Carmine and Liam were already in the ring with each other. Obviously, you were on the same team as Liam. I was on the same team as Carmine. Liam and Carmine are in the ring. Before every wrestler gets into the actual ring, they get weapons out from underneath the ring to then throw into the ring for their teammates to use.
Yep.
You came out, you started throwing in stop signs, baseball bats, and sledgehammers, and Carmine was picking all of them up and using them to beat up Liam. So that was fucking hilarious.
My favourite part of the War Games matches are jumping off the fucking thing onto people. It's just
I've seen clips of that. That looks really fun.
Yeah, no, I think it's a very good addition. And my only gripe is I've actually tried to create a custom one where it was the closest I could get to the WCW rules, because the WCW rules are War Games, where you either submit, so like you tap out, or you like verbally say, "Oh, I've had enough, I can't do this anymore." So I tried to see if you could put knockout on, but you can't. So I'm like, oh, that's disappointing.
Can't all be perfect. It's just the modern day setup, then, right?
Yeah, it's the modern day setup of War Games, unfortunately.
I mean, it's still War Games, mate. It's not. We actually have it as a mode, which is pretty good, and you can bet your fucking ass that's going to be the main event of Sacrifice 6.
I wish you could do it in different arenas, though. But I understand why you can't, because you need...
Well, that's I'm not worried about that, because for Royal Rumble, for the longest time, you could only do in Royal Rumble arenas. Last year, they fixed it so that you can do it in custom arenas, fucking finally. But I'm fine with that.
Yeah, fair dues.
So I think that's all of the things, essentially.
Yeah,
Don't play online, because fuck people who play online.
I've tried to play it online, and it kicked me out. So, like, literally, I chose AJ Styles, and it was like, you have lost connection to the server. I'm like, oh, fuck this then, I ain't doing it again, so...
You need more dedicated WAM to add to the server.
So, yeah, I will not play the game online, in any way, shape, or form, so there you go, that's... If I have to give it a rating, it would probably be like 6 out of 10.
I think right now a 6 out of 10 with the potential of a future patch bringing it up to maybe an 8?
Oh no, if they patch all the things that are broken, I'd definitely give it like a 9. I'm like... Yeah,
right, it's not a bad game by any means, it's just...
Fix it!
2K23 was a lot smoother to play, it just had a lot less in it, if that makes sense. So they added more into this year, but for whatever reason, it's just a lot of problems with it that need fixing.
And it will be interesting to see, eventually, if the AEW game ever comes out, what their game will be like. If it ever comes out. Which it might
AEW, wait forever, am I right?
Jesus. So
no, that's fine. Tony will tweet about it, and then it'll be out just randomly. What's that? You want Fight Forever to be released? Don't worry, guys. I released another Acclaimed shirt on the AEW shop. I promise I'm not on the spectrum.
Fucking hell. Jesus
Did
Christ.
you see that tweet?
No, what tweet? Did he actually say...
Oh, no, it was actually quite a cool thing. It was basically someone tweeted Tony Khan being like, LOL, you must be autistic. And then he was like, even if I was on the spectrum, there's nothing wrong with that.
Top man.
Yeah, he's alright. He's an alright kid. It's better than Vince.
Yeah, no, that is a million times... Oh, yeah, 2 days ago, I'm on Reddit, right? Here we go. Yeah, even if I was, there's nothing wrong with that. Fair play. Good lad.
Well, he's not on the spectrum. He's on the snow.
Oh, God.
As we all know.
Speaking of things that are clearly on coke or Class A drugs, what the fuck is this SummerSlam logo?
Oh, yeah, let's round off the show by talking about this. Alright. SummerSlam logo, Andy. It's in, Detroit? May God have mercy on them all.
Oh my God! Right, alright. Oh God! Right, the first.
Did you just vomit out your brain there? What happened there?
Maybe. So this logo would be okay had it not got the weird wanky flames on it. It's not even. It doesn't even match the rest of the thing. Like, at least try and make it look like the Ford logo, but don't really make it look like the Ford logo. It just doesn't even look like a car. It doesn't even look like fucking anything. It's metal.
Metal?
Metal.
Cheese.
Cheese metal.
Metal.
It's such a... He doesn't even, like... It's not even summery.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
What is this bollocks?
I said it when I put it in the chat. I said, this looks like every E-Fed's, like, random fan pay-per-view logo. So now, WWE presents Rebellion, and it's just this weird fucking MS Paint fucking logo with a WWE logo on it.
I mean, they could tweak it, but as it stands, it just...
I miss the green and blue SummerSlam logo,
yes.
Like the spiked S's.
That is my favourite fucking logo ever. Like, when they changed it to the weird wanky stars, I was like, you can fuck right off, this is bollocks.
Yeah, that was a weird time period, but yeah, feel like as a guy who makes logos for entirely no reason, just in his bedroom alone, I could have done better.
Well, that'd be my
Here's my attempt now. There you go. What do you think of this SummerSlam logo, Andy?
It's better than the fucking Detroit one.
There you go. And hey, you know what? It's already bad enough for in Detroit. Why not make a logo to match that energy?
Is that why they did this?
Probably, yes.
I don't understand why they can't just...
Oh, we're going to Detroit, huh? Alright. Let's give them a shit logo for their shit city.
I mean, it's almost as if having a pay-per-view called Fastlane is dumb. And they should just use a car for this.
I mean, hey, it's another thing in the 2K series that's now outdated.
And, well, here's the other thing with last year's game, though. They did add the NXT 2.0 arena, so they may be able to patch that in.
Oh, yay, they'll patch in the shitty SummerSlam logo. Right. Can't wait for that. 10 out of 10 game has the shit slam logo. Summer shit. Ain't that great?
Summer shat.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, that is 2K23 as of recording. Version 1.03 up to date. They're gonna release a patch before this episode comes out. I just fucking know it because that's the way this channel works.
Yeah, this is how it works.
It's like, we fixed all of the problems before you even had a chance to yell at them on the internet. Oh, how swell.
LOL, fuck you.
Thanks, 2K. Appreciate it.
No,
Can't wait to do this again next year for 2K24.
I will appreciate if they do fix all the problems. That'd be really good.
Well, yeah, as I said, like, the amount of effort that goes into these games is obviously very much appreciated, but please fix the fucking preview button, please. I'm going insane over here.
Fucking preview button.
That has been the Suplah for another day. What do you think of 2K23? Have you got it? Have you played it? What the fuck do you think? How about you let us know in the comments below? And where can you find us, Andrew?
You can find us at linktree.com/thesuplah, where you can find all of our links. I have a idea that I just thought of. I want to do more Twitch stuff. I say this every fucking time, but I will try my best.
We promise Twitch stuff is coming, maybe, perhaps.
Exactly. So go to linktree.com/thesuplah. You can find links to all of our things that we do. It's convenient and handy because I don't remember. So you just go to that link and you'll find it yourself. So there's Suplah Brawl coming up.
That is it. We have the final Suplah Brawl event in 2K23. This will be No Homers Club. And, Andy Kwan, it will be the House of Kwan versus Crazy Train for those tag team championships. I want to kick your fucking head in because of this Kwanhausen bullshit. You better be ready to bring me a fight.
Kwanhausen's a separate person. We've established this now.
Yeah, now he's dead.
No, he's not dead. I mean,
yeah, he's dead. We killed him.
We can't kill Kwanhausen off.
Yeah, we did. As soon as he lost that match and he was knocked out, he fell through the floor and now he's dead.
Oh, that's a shame.
You did this.
I didn't do anything.
It's your fault.
It's not my fault.
You knocked him out.
You knocked him out.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
What?
What?
Who was that then?
It was my twin.
No, fuck off. We're not doing this again. Alright, that has been the Suplah. We will see you on the next edition of the show.
Goodbye.